Breaking news from Charles County, Maryland. The shocking case of a second grader strangled in a school bathroom.
Yo, what's up, good people? It's your girl Mia. Jesus is showing out, so the doctor is in. Hello. Sorry, I had to say a quick prayer. If y'all think that this is not happening in schools, you're wrong. This is every time I think about going back to public education, I see that. I see stuff like that. I've seen a 5th grader kick a 2nd grader for no reason in the back just because they felt like it and nothing happens. I've seen a young man come and say that another young man crawled under the stall with him in the bathroom, and the young boy asked to call his parent and they told him no, he couldn't call his parent. I want to make sure my mic is on. Can y'all hear me? Let me make sure. Okay, it's on. I've seen it. And I'm in Cypress, Texas, okay? I live in Cypress, Texas. The school that I was working at was in Texas. There's so many things going on in public education that y'all have no idea is taking place. Yet we continue. Even me, again, number one, train up a child in the way that they should go. You should never stop a child from, especially when they get up in age and we start to teach them how to be and start holding them accountable as men and women before they become men and women, so they know how to be men and women, okay? So when they decide, again, my son decided to go back to public education against my wishes. He knows how I feel about it and do, okay? But just like God, I give him free will. I do not control him. If he wants to endure that struggle, I just make sure he's equipped to handle it. Come on. However, us as parents, when you see stuff like this, don't be so prideful to think that it's not happening in the school that your child attend, because it is. I've been in Chicago public schools. I've been in at least three different districts in Texas, and I can honestly say it's happening. And it's not just that's happening. It's a lot of things that's happening. It's a lot of things that's happening. Notice the people who stay in education. The deceivers, the abusers, the destroyers. Not the righteous ones, because you cannot, I repeat, without some type of casualty to your spirit, you cannot stay in public education. And not in 2025. Now, maybe in the 80s, 90s, it was different. But baby, in 2025, all 7 abominations of God is up in there. In other places too. But I'm a witness that it's up in there. Hands that shed innocent blood, all up and through there. All up and through there. So if you're trying to figure out why our youth looks the way it does now, why some adults can't even read, yet they have college degrees and high school diplomas, why they can't read, or even if they can read, they don't understand. It's because other things are taking place in school. They're learning. It ain't just what they're learning is not what they're telling you they're learning. They learning for sure. They're learning for sure. So I said all that to say because this hit me, and it actually triggered my PTSD, but it also prompted me to say, when you ignore things like this, what are you telling your child? When you continue to send them to places like this, what are you telling them? Now, again, they have free will. If they want to go, make sure they're equipped when they go. And I mean that in every aspect of the word. Make sure they're equipped if you choose to send them into the lion's den. Okay? Because I homeschooled my son for not 1, not but 2 years. I let him homeschool. I made sure he could study independently. I made sure he could communicate and advocate for himself effectively. And I also made sure that he understood that he is learning to be a man, so he must stand his ground as a man. I don't care how old he is. You 16? They will give you man consequences even though you're a boy, so you must have man behavior. I can't stress this enough, people. Y'all need to stop playing with y'all kids. If you don't care about them, be honest with yourself and say that. But if you truly care about your kids, you need to start doing your due diligence. Because as you can see, don't be so prideful or naive to think that just because it's happening far from you, it ain't happening right next to you. Let them provide the increase.